YouTube, what is up, and welcome to another Draft Champions video. Today, you guys are definitely going to have to tell me how you like the format. You guys were saying you want to see every round of the draft, so not only are you going to see that, but you're also going to see every single game I play with this team all in this one video. Now, instead of showing longer versions of the game, it's pretty much just going to be highlights. So I'm not sure in the future if you guys want me to break it down, maybe the draft in a game in one video and then the final 2 or 3 games in the next video. I'll leave it up to you guys. And also in future drafts, I'm definitely going to bust out the face cam. Let's go ahead and hop into this. Round number 4, we're going to go ahead and take Earl Thomas. Now usually I like to boost up my offensive line, but I haven't used Earl Thomas yet in Madden 16, so I decided to go ahead and pick him. Round number 5, we get Jason Peters, the best player on the board. Round number 6, I don't have a quarterback yet, but I saw I got Jimmy G, so I'm not actually going to draft a quarterback in this draft. Now in round number 7, I decided to go ahead and get my first D lineman in McCoy, one of the best in the NFL. Round number 8, I see a chance to take a corner or a wide receiver. I don't have a wide receiver yet, so we're going to add Randall Cobb. And in round number 9, we already have a strong safety. We don't have a left outside linebacker, but corners are so important. If you get a guy with 3 good wide receivers and you only drafted 2 cornerbacks, you're going to have a mismatch out there in almost every single play. Round number 11, again, man, definitely a tough choice. We already have a right outside linebacker. We already have a free safety. So I'm going to draft Derek Johnson and move Ryans over to the left outside linebacker spot. Round number 12, we already have a defensive tackle. But whenever I seem to draft Sue, this man is a monster. So our D tackles better have the run game locked down. Round number 13, decide to go ahead and pick up our second receiver of the draft in Kevin White. He's got speed, he's got height. Round number 14, let's go ahead and get ourselves a running back, Lamar Miller with 92 speed. But then in round number 15, we got him, the brand new legend in MUT, Clinton Portis. You guys see 94 speed, 94 trucking. As much as I love Terrell Davis and Herman Moore, we're going to go ahead and give this guy a chance on our team. Here's a look at the defense. Obviously, we got Sue and McCoy leading the way underneath. We got Earl Thomas in the secondary. Here's a look at the offense. Hopefully, Jimmy G can get the job done. We're only an 80 overall, and this team definitely isn't looking as good as some of my previous drafts, but let's see how well they perform. Here we are starting on offense. The first play of the game is definitely going to this man right here, Clinton Portis. He makes a spin move, picks up a block, picks up another block, and look at the speed in the open field inside the 21 man to beat. And just like that, Clinton Portis takes his first touch for a 65-yard touchdown. And my opponent on offense, my D-line, they were getting the job done. Here on 3rd and 24, I did not want to switch to that guy right there. A huge mistake as Charles Clay ends up getting left wide open for a huge pickup on 3rd and 24. Later on 2nd and 19, again, my opponent backed up, but again, he's going to go ahead and convert a very long down. Later on 3rd and 2, man, Cam Newton going to finish off the drive with a touchdown, and just like that, we are tied at 7 apiece. Now it's up to Jimmy G to try and get us some field goal range to get some points on the board. Here he's going to find Kevin White all the way down to my opponent's 43-yard line with 9 seconds remaining. I see as the D-line spread out, so we're just going to give it to Clinton Portis right up the middle. He brings it to the 36, and that's going to set us up for a 53-yard field goal. Blair Walsh definitely gets all of this one, and we are headed into the locker room with a 10-7 lead. Now, that lead did stay the same for a while, so here we are with 2:05 remaining in the 4th quarter. Cam Newton has to lead the offense 96 yards down the field if he wants to come away with a victory in this one. And he's going to pick up a big chunk of it right there as he finds a wide open target in Charles Clay. Just like that, my opponent is at the 50-yard line. Later at 2nd and 10, Sue bring the pressure, and Derek Johnson is there to get the user interception. Now all we need is 2 more first downs, and this game is over. We're going to fake it to the fullback, give it to Clinton Portis. He breaks 1 tackle, and there is 1 first down, and then some. He brings it all the way to the 35, and my opponent is forced to use his first timeout. Another handoff to Clinton Portis, and that's going to go ahead and seal this game up. We go on to win 10-7. Clinton Portis, over 150 yards of total offense in his debut. Let's go ahead and jump into week number 2. Well, game number 2 of this Draft Champions run. My opponent, Des Bryant, and Jason Taylor as his legend. Once again, Cam Newton is his quarterback, and look at Des Bryant go up and get that one with one hand. I wasn't even mad he made that catch. I've never seen that animation before, and I gotta admit, that was pretty sweet. Now my opponent looking for Justin Forsett on the screenplay, has nowhere to go. 4th and 10, man. He decided to go for it, and Cam Newton is throwing his second interception of the half. And they've both been to this man right here, Robert Blanton. I was definitely glad I grabbed him because he performed in every single game. Now on offense, we did go 3 and out, so I decided to go ahead and punt the ball to my opponent and put him inside the 2. We get the ball in the second half, so I figured let's just take a 3-0 lead into the half, or so I thought, because Des Bryant just destroyed his teammate in real life, Orlando Scandrick, and he's going to take this one for a 98-yard touchdown. Just like that, this game has taken a turn for the worse. Starting off the second half, my opponent continues to bring a blitz. That's going to leave Clinton Portis wide open, and Clinton Portis turning on the Jets and getting inside the 20-yard line all the way down to 13. Jimmy G looking impressive, 6 for 9, almost 200 yards. But once we get into the red zone, we all know who's getting the ball. That is Clinton Portis. Later on 1st and goal, he's going to finish what he started and punch this one in to give us a 10-7 lead. Now it's up to our defense to get a stop on my opponent. He's going to start with a toss play, and look how many defenders are there to meet Justin Forsett. 4 of them. Later on 2nd and 12, Newton looking for his main man, Des Bryant, and once again, we are right there to make sure he has nowhere to go after he catches the ball. 3rd and 10, the receivers run into each other, and that's going to set up Phillips for the interception. He's going to break 1 tackle. He's going to get a block, and he's going to end up bringing this one back for a pick 6. I could not believe that, man. His receivers ran right into each other across the middle. That set us up for the interception. Up 17-7. This game is looking like a lock. Our defensive line continuing to dominate. That's 5 or 6 sacks in the day. 2nd and 18. Here comes Sue. Cam Newton got rid of that one at the very last second. So on 3rd and 18, he has no choice but to throw this one up for Des Bryant. And this time, Orlando Scandrick gets his revenge, and he's going to seal this game up with the interception. Now, all we needed was 1 more first down to make it official, so I decided to go for it on 4th and 5. We're going to take a shot deep for Andre Caldwell, and Jimmy G has himself a touchdown to end this game. You guys can see we are looking good heading into game number 3. Now, to be honest, I'm a little bit scared seeing my opponent's team. I see Kelvin Johnson on offense, Ray Lewis on defense. But speaking of defense, how good has ours been? You guys see Sue getting in there and breaking up the screenplay. Later on 3rd and 10, Romo's going to fake the handoff. He's looking deep down the field here, but we got 2 defenders to make sure he's not coming away with that one. And my opponent was forced to punt me the ball. So starting off this drive at the 32-yard line, just handing it off to Clinton Portis. That man can't tackle him. The only thing stopping him on that play was the sideline. Later on at the 50, we're going to run another screenplay for him. He's going to make 1 defender miss, turn on the Jets, and he's going to go ahead and take this one in from 50 yards out. Another touchdown for Clinton Portis in today's video. And this man is just unstoppable. Now skipping ahead to the 4th quarter, score is now 10-7, and we're just looking to take some time off of this clock. So we're going to continue to feed the beast named Clinton Portis. Later on 2nd and 5, another carry and another first down as he falls all the way down to the 10. Later on 3rd and 3, we're going to go ahead, put Clinton Portis at fullback and hand it off to Lamar Miller. Now we drafted Lamar Miller for his 92 speed, and it came in handy right there as he does get the touchdown. Now up 10 with under 2 minutes remaining. Things are looking good, and now things are looking great as Derek Johnson gets the interception, and that's going to go ahead and seal up game number 3. So that means 1 more win, and we are draft champions. Now seeing my opponent's team, I see Chris Harris Jr. and I see Ty Law on the other side. Now our game plan has been to run the ball, but seeing those 2 players in that secondary, we're going to see a heavy dose of Clinton Portis in this championship game. Now Orlando Scandrick was able to come away with an interception, so let's go ahead and take some time off this clock. Let's really pound the ball. 2nd and 2. Clinton Portis up the middle, breaking out of 2 tackles out of Chris Harris Jr. and Ty Law. I mean, those are supposed to be his star players, and he just embarrassed both of them at the same time. Now my opponent back on offense. His quarterback is Tony Romo. 3rd and 10, just throwing it up for Julius Thomas. I'm not really sure how he came down with that one, but Julius Thomas, definitely one of the best tight ends in this game. Whenever I play with him, he seems to do amazing. Whenever I play against him, he seems to do amazing. Now Tony Romo finding Odell Beckham Jr. on that play. 3rd and 10. Again, finding Odell Beckham Jr., but he's going to be marked short of the first down. So that's going to set my opponent up on 4th and 1. We're going to call a timeout, and we're going to let him decide what he's going to do. Now he is going to go for it here. 4th and 1, looking to sneak that one with Tony Romo. But once again, our defensive line just coming up with play after play. Now in the second half, my opponent really started to lock down on the run game. You guys see him bringing pretty much an all-out blitz. So in 2nd and 13, I'm going to be looking down the field. But why pass? Because Jimmy G, he can run the ball as well. He's going to pick up the first down as he rushes for 14 yards on that play right there. And we are taking some serious time off this clock. 1st and 10, right back to Clinton Portis. Finds a hole, throws down Chris Harris Jr., and he is taking this one in for another touchdown. This man wants that MVP trophy, and our defense just needs to hold strong for one more quarter. Almost getting the interception here on 3rd and 10, looking for Julius Thomas once again. So it comes down to this. 4th and 10. Tony Romo just going to throw it up again for Julius Thomas, and he's able to come down with it. So that stop right there probably could have won us the game, but instead my opponent is all the way down to the 10. On 1st and 10, looking across the middle, but Derek Johnson with great coverage to knock that one loose. 2nd and 10. He's going to give this one to his running back right up the middle, and he's going to bring this one down to the 4. That was Andre Williams, and that was his first carry of the game. So my opponent has been passing the ball nearly every play. 3rd and 3. Again, he's looking for the tight end, but that one's going to fall incomplete. So it all comes down to this. 4th and 3. I'm going to be all over Julius Thomas on this play. He's looking for Julius Thomas, and he had no chance of getting that one there. And that's going to go ahead and give us the championship. And Draft Champions, my peer, went on to concede the game. And you guys see it right there. Congratulations. You have won Draft Champions. Now, I definitely had my doubts about this team. We were only an 80 overall, but we were able to get the job done. Thanks to the defense, and also thanks to Clinton Portis and Jimmy G on offense. Now, the player we got out of our pack was Robert Blanton, who actually made some huge plays for us during that championship run. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know what you think of the format. I know this is pretty long, definitely kind of too long for my liking, but if you guys want to see more of it in the future, if you want me to split it up in the future, I'll definitely do that for you guys. Thank you for all the support, and until next time, guys, peace out.